What's happening, my friends? Aura sponsored this video. We thank them for it. They're who takes care of all my online security protection needs. That's VPN protection, online security, password management, antivirus software. True story, 2 nights ago, my wife was dealing with some online security issues and I downloaded Aura, and they found her information on the dark web 4 times, and all these data brokers were selling her information and stuff, and Aura shut all that junk down. Now she runs her phone and her computer through a VPN, has antivirus software and password management. Everything is far safer now that she has Aura, and I also have Aura as well. Make sure you're protected and your spouse is protected. Visit aura.com/WPS. It's a good idea. Now on to the video. What's happening, my friends? John Level Warrior Poet Society, and today we're talking about polymer guns. I bought 2 of them on a whim. I didn't even know I was buying polymer guns at the time. I was just watching the news and I was ticked off because my country's falling to shambles, and I'm like, oh, I feel powerless, so I went and bought guns. So I bought these because I got them for something crazy like low 400s, and so I'm like, yay for that. I'll try a different brand. This is ATI. This is an Omni hybrid. This was in 300 blackout. This one is in 5.56. I want to shoot them both, and I have lots of questions about these guns. One is it uses polymer for the upper and lower receiver. That's really concerning, though. Should it be? I mean, I shoot a Glock sometimes, and that's mostly a polymer gun. Now, the upper slide, though, is metal, and so I'm like, oh, should we really do an upper in polymer? What I worry about this girl just blasting out, blowing part of my face off, and I don't want to put a thumb in it Kentucky ballistic style. I would like to keep my face. Scott, if you watch this, your face is lovely. You're a little uglier since your accident, but mostly still handsome. Anyway, I have questions. Is this a safe gun? So I'm gonna safety test them. Then I'm also wondering about reliability. Polymer and metal just don't... Look at this, hold on. I was just twisting the gun, and already this castle nut is coming loose. You see that? Metal and plastic are not going to torque down well on each other. That's concerning because this right here is a place that receives a whole lot of stress. That's a failure point. Other questions I have of this is the accuracy, right? Is this going to be able to hold a group? I don't think it's going to be a very accurate gun. It's a budget gun, which means the barrel is going to be cheap, and where it's sinking into the upper with its tolerances. I mean, look at this, hold on, come here, watch this. How about this? The gun is not accurate. If I can just twist it like that, it's not an accurate gun. I am going to take extra safety precautions when I handle the safety test of this. Now if the gun blows up, I'll be super safe. Come on. Ah, I can't get the... Oh, yeah. It fell down over my eyes. I can't see. Help me out. I can't see.
There we go.
Okay, I'm ready.
There we go.
Let's go.
Ah, dang it.
There's no way I'm going to clear a stoppage with this thing's... There we go. We're back up. Tap. Rack. Come on, baby. It won't eat the subs. We'll try some supers. Here we go. Going hot. It ate all those. Oh. Hey, so I hate this so much. I think I'd rather go to the hospital than wear this anymore. So question number 1, will it blow up? That does remain to be seen, but it didn't in the first rounds of a subsonic and supersonic ammunition. And so, is my nose bleeding? I felt like it hooked me when it came off. It like punched me in the nose. I'm sniffing like Hunter in the White House. Woo! YouTube. We'll continue to see how this thing goes. Stoppage! Let's stop and oil it. Ugh. Ah! By the power of Grayskull! So I bet you should add grease and not oil. I don't have grease with me, and I don't know, it may find that we're not supposed to put anything on this because it's polymer. I have no idea, but I know it's not working well as it is, so if it's already broke, I have nothing to lose. Let's go a couple down in there. That'll be great. Stoppage! Stoppage. Wouldn't you know? One thing of like, all right, well, is it the gun? Is it the ammo? The ammo is a high quality Fiocchi. I've run it through a bunch of other 300 blackouts, works just fine. I'm shooting subs and supers, and I had problems with both. I ended up applying some oil to help things run smoother, and that didn't help. The next thing is it's like, well, magazine. This is not an aluminum mag. This is one of the high quality steel mags. But I had stoppages out of these guys as well. I'm gonna go ahead and switch up. I am loading up this all the way, which is a show of optimism that will actually shoot. Good to go. Come on, baby. All right, so wonderful, good. Didn't like my steel mag. This steel mag works in every AR I own, except this one. Let's shoot a little bit more and find out. By the way, this is one of the 7.62 mags that is specifically for 300 blackout. Let's try subs through this 300 blackout mag. That ate it all. Didn't lock back to the rear on the last round. I can forgive it. All right, so what I'm finding is, unlike other 300 blackouts I have, I can use 5.56 mags and they'll run just fine. This one is incredibly mag finicky. I have to run a 300 blackout or this thing is a sucky bolt action rifle. Really, you need, you know, a year or two and bad elements and thousands of rounds before the new kid on the block gets any big thumbs up. And I'm just saying, right off the rip, in this limited test, this is running better when you have the right magazine. Also, the oil on it, it's still not very good, but it is cycling a lot smoother, a lot better. So that's great. I wonder if oil is bad for polymer long term. Of like, is this gonna start eating into it over the years? I'll have to do research. Some of you are thinking, why in the world would you do a polymer upper and lower? Well, it does save a little bit in weight. This girl's weighing in somewhere around 5.5-ish pounds, which is a little bit less than a normal rifle in its class. However, I would far rather have a little bit extra weight and far more rugged reliability. All right, so we have switched to 5.56. I just shot one magazine. Now I'm gonna shoot some more. Stoppage. Stovepipe. Stovepipe on the last round. So, conclusion. I'm not going to waste anybody's time with an accuracy test. That's a waste of time. This barrel is going to be an inexpensive one because every single part of this gun yields itself to the budget penny pincher shopper. And given that it is not interfacing well with the upper receiver and it's polymer, which can't have nearly as tight of tolerances, there's no way this gun is going to be extremely accurate. At best, you would end up just kind of your average run-of-the-mill cheap AR-15, or it'll be cataclysmically worse. I'm not really interested in wasting anyone's time with it. So at this distance, I was able to put down threats. There you go. I have looked at other YouTube reviews on this and it's varied. It's kind of hit and miss a little bit of like, I'm seeing some stoppages. Some people are giving more of a thumbs up. People are like, yeah, more like this. And some people are thumbs down. So right off the rip, we did have some problems, but the gun did run and it didn't blow up and it was very inexpensive. Granted, it is far cheap. This is the cheapest AR-15 I own. I'm not going to buy any more of them, but I'm also not going to throw these two in the dumpster. I will just put it away. The gun ran. What do you guys think about polymer AR-15s in general? Now, if the firearms industry manufacturing process are disrupted, This provides us a really good mitigation from these things stop being manufactured. Think about all the possible ways that these could be created. So I see that as a benefit. Does anyone else do a better AR-15 than the Polymer, or do you just think this is an unsafe thing? Look at that. Also, what would be a better alternative if you didn't want to do the ATI? What would you be willing to spend $100 more on and be far happier with? So sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm John Level, Warrior Poet Society, reminding you to train hard, train smart, and stay free.